Hi, I'm Evan Thomason for This Week in Santa Clarita. Right now I am at the Melody Ranch Motion Picture Studio, and I am joined with Mike Fleming, Festival Director for the Cowboy Festival. Mike, as we stand here today, we are weeks out from the Cowboy Festival beginning, about 3 weeks out. Talk about where we're at right now and talk about some of the preparation to put on such an event.
Well, we haven't started working at Melody Ranch yet, but we usually get out here a couple weeks before the event because we bring in the power and the water and everything, the lighting, the staging. Of course, the town itself is already there, but we have to prepare for all our vendors. So it takes about 2 weeks to get the ranch ready for the event, and that keeps us plenty busy.
And of course, Melody Ranch Motion Picture Studio is a working movie set where there is a street, a western street that has interiors and exteriors. Talk about the location itself.
Well, there's probably very few people that wouldn't recognize the main street of Melody Ranch. It goes way back. Of course, it started as Monogram Studios around the beginning of the 20th century, but then became Melody Ranch when Gene Autry bought it. And folks who have seen Gunsmoke or more recently Deadwood, they would recognize this street. And really, we're very grateful to the Valuze family, who are the owners of Melody Ranch. This is the one weekend of the year where the public can come in and enjoy a great festival in an amazing setting.
Let's talk about some of the acts that are going on. April 27th is the beginning of the Cowboy Festival. Now, these are the events that are happening off property, off the Melody Ranch Motion Picture Studio. Correct,
yeah. Some people think when they see the dates that the festival's at Melody Ranch all those days, and that's not the case. But we do have some great events going on around town. Some of them are already sold out, but there's still our kickoff event is the Cowboy Couture, which is a fashion show. We're going to have a runway with models at the Repertory East Theater on that Wednesday night, the 27th, and they'll be displaying new Western fashions, and people who attend will have the opportunity, if they like one of the outfits, they could purchase it and then wear it to the Cowboy Festival that weekend. The next night, at a place called Heritage Junction, which is adjacent to William S. Hart Park, there's a Chuck Wagon dinner show, and that's become a very popular event. Still tickets available for that. This year the theme's changed a little bit. This is the 50th anniversary of the National Stuntmen's Association. So we have Diamond Farnsworth and Lauren Janes, two very well-known stuntmen who will be telling the inside story on what it was like to work on their films. Lauren Janes was Steve McQueen's stuntman for many years, so that should be a real hit. And but many of the other events are virtually sold out. Saturday night at Hart Mansion, they're going to be featuring Wiley Gustafson, of Wiley and the Wild West fame. And Wiley, if you don't know, was the Yahoo yodeler for many years that you heard on television. He's going to be making a rare solo appearance, and there are just a few tickets left for that. So if anybody's interested in that, they should grab them soon.
Okay, so that weekend we'll be back where we are right now. It'll be at the Melody Ranch Motion Picture Studio. We talked about a lot, but highlight some of the things that people can keep on coming back for.
Well, the first thing that's the biggest highlight to me is you take a shuttle bus in here. It's free parking and a free shuttle to come in. And think of it as time travel because once you step off that bus, you're going to be walking down the street behind us and stepping into the 1800s with an old western town. But we've got vendors in almost every one of the buildings. They're selling fine crafts and art, horse jewelry, as they call it, spurs, bits, that sort of thing. We'll have trick ropers in the street, gun spinners. Then there's music stages in 3 or 4 different locations ongoing. The Buckaroo Bookshop, great titles for young and old. And then, of course, we have our food court, which is just outside Main Street. People flock to that like crazy. That's also where the big stage is and all our main stage acts perform. But people love the food court. And, of course, we can never go without saying the Cowboy Cultural Committee out of Visalia, a bunch of crazy cowboys that have a chuck wagon featuring Dutch oven cooking and the world-famous peach cobbler.
Now, back to kind of a behind-the-scenes look. How many people does it take to make this happen between people that work on the festival directly and volunteers?
Boy, I think that we probably have close to 150 volunteers, maybe 200. I think the workers that come on here, contractors, probably another 40 or 50, and then city staff, the same. So maybe 300-400 people. Wow. To put it on from start to finish. They're not all here that weekend. Right. Of course, a lot of them are here for the prep.
And all of them are absolutely necessary, but so are sponsors, and I know we have some great sponsors this year. Can you talk about them?
Well, we have to start with Melody Ranch, and I mentioned them earlier, but they are our premier sponsor. Really, I don't know where this festival would be without us being able to do it here at Melody Ranch. We also have Wells Fargo back. We're very happy to have Wells Fargo with us. And in fact, they're going to have their display stagecoach here. Families can put their kids on board and they can take pictures. And Chick-fil-A is joining us. Eat more chicken, as they say. And they're sponsoring the Children's Living History area. I'm hoping that the Chick-fil-A cow shows up because I want an autograph.
And so for people that are looking to come, for the auxiliary events or the ancillary events, or partnership events, I guess I would say, some of them are sold out. They want to go on cowboyfestival.org. They can buy their general tickets to the festival here. They can also show up day of?
Well, yes, and to be clear, people can buy their general admission tickets at the shuttle site, which is at 13th and Railroad, and we have information of where that's located on the website. They can still call by phone. Online sales will probably be ending, I believe, at the end of next week. But again, we have a lot of people that walk up the day of, buy their tickets at the shuttle site. And they can call 661-286-4021 for tickets, or up until the end of next week, they can go online at cowboyfestival.org.
Well, Mike, I want to thank you. You're out there, go to cowboyfestival.org. That's .org. April 27th through May 1st is going to be the City of Santa Clarita's Cowboy Festival. For this week in Santa Clarita, I'm Evan Thomason.